All new tonight, test results of the soil near Mooresville daycare confirm what experts feared. What they call unacceptably risky levels of carcinogens and radioactivity in the coal ash placed there decades ago as fill dirt. Thanks for joining us. I'm Colin Mayfield.
And I'm Vanessa Rufus. The findings follow a WCNC Charlotte investigation revealing the coal burning byproduct and its toxic ingredients aren't just buried near Tutor Time of Mooresville. The coal ash is buried under the daycare too.
Yeah, the Duke University scientist who analyzed Nate Morabito's samples calls the mixture a cocktail of toxic elements and says it could take years for potential illnesses and cancers to surface.
The arsenic alone registered levels 69 times higher than the state of North Carolina's own soil remediation goals. The radium results, meanwhile, showed elevated radioactivity at its highest, exceeding the Environmental Protection Agency's cleanup standard. What's especially concerning is those two toxic elements are mixed with others. Kids learn some of life's earliest lessons in the play yard, a place where they laugh, run, and even possibly dig in the dirt. While these Tutor Time of Mooresville students frolic, full of innocence.
The dangers have been downplayed.
Their parents and teachers are also getting an education.
It's absolutely unsafe.
State records show there's coal ash in the ground beneath their feet.
It's unacceptable.
And at times over the years, pictures suggest some has made its way to the surface.
The idea that leave it as is, it's not an option.
Because of the danger to the kids.
Because of the risk for the kids.
Dr. Avner Vengosh is the latest scientist to push for immediate action, citing a wide body of research.
The continuous exposure, that is the problematic aspect.
The Duke University distinguished professor is a leading expert on coal ash.
And we are very mindful about the accuracy and the precision.
Chair of Environmental Quality at the Nicholas School.
So this is like $1 million instrument.
And oversees several labs on campus.
Places in the middle there, and we close it.
In an effort to help protect and inform the community, the scientist agreed to analyze our coal ash samples.
These two.
Collected with his guidance near the surface of a public median close to Tutor Time. Dr. Vengosh's tests showed the presence of more than 4 dozen elements, including known carcinogens, arsenic, and radium. One of them radioactive, both registering levels much higher than what's in the ground naturally.
What's unique about the coal ash, we're having a cocktail of multiple contaminants that those children could be exposed into it. So the impact could be even more severe than just one contaminant.
Unlike regular soil, he says this mixture of toxic tiny particles can become airborne, meaning exposure can occur simply through dust. As a father of 4, how much does this concern you?
I would very much be concerned.
Long before these children were born, when some of their parents were still kids themselves, Duke Energy legally sold coal ash from a nearby steam station to builders who needed cheap fill dirt, including under this business park, home to Tutor Time.
It's not in the air, in the soil, and in the water in any measurable way.
The utilities long minimized the risks, repeatedly telling us over the years coal ash is not toxic.
We have to ask that there be room in the discussion for the facts.
That stance continued recently, even after WCNC Charlotte obtained Duke Energy's own coal ash test results from the originating plant that showed what an expert called unsafe arsenic levels.
We are doing an experiment on the health and well-being of people like those kids.
Now alerted to our results, Duke Energy refuses to answer questions on camera, telling us this is ultimately the property owner's responsibility, deferring questions to the North Carolina Department of Environmental Quality. DEQ also declined an interview. Just last month, the agency helped with a visual inspection of the daycare. Tutor Time said that visit by state regulators found no risk to children.
DQ should not only walk around it.
Dr. Vengosh says these naive and vulnerable kids deserve more from those who should know better. People who, at the least, he hopes, are now learning a potentially life-saving lesson about how the actions of the past and present could affect the future.
The impact is not immediate. It could be 5-7 years gap between exposure to actually the occurrence of the health impact.
In response to our results, Tutor Time sent an alert to parents, reminding them the daycare is waiting on tests of its own from inside the play area. Tutor Time says a toxicologist will carefully evaluate those results when they're ready. And depending what the findings show, Tutor Time is ready to explore a range of corrective steps, noting the safety of the kids and staff remains its highest priority. Nate Morabito, WCNC Charlotte.